A few questions. Start with that. If my sound is clear. Okay. First question. I've studied or studying Iyengar Yoga 7 years. Again, but also got lots of injuries like scoliosis, cervical spondylosis, one side tendinitis. I know it is because of my greedy, aggressive, rush for quick results, and the injuries from teaching when I haven't mastered fully. But those injuries also make me growing up. After studying from you, I know the importance of 8 limbs. And now the greedy becomes less. Let go the attachment. Heart become quiet. Now I think I need to cure myself. So can I study the offline anatomy systematically? And combine with yoga and to do self-rehabilitative therapy. First of all, thanks for sharing your experience. As information, 90% of yoga teachers get some injuries. Get some physical issue some way or other. Various reasons. Our physical body has its own limitations. So what we are learning is how to manage that limitation. Not only yoga teachers, yoga practitioners. Anyone who is doing some physical activity again and again. Like sports people, athletes. Why? We are using the certain body part, certain parts of the body, certain limbs of the body, again and again. If you are doing only for your practice, it is different. But if you are doing it, using it as a profession, so as you teach, as you involve sports activities, then we tend to use that again and again. So the possibilities are high to get injured. That's where we need to learn how to be a yoga teacher also. When we need to demo, when we don't need to demo, how much we need to demo, how much we should not demo. How we have to do it in a balanced way. There are a lot of other aspects as a yoga teacher. But the root is in our practice. The foundation is set up through our personal practice. Unfortunately, instead of learning what is yoga, what is yogasana, what is the role of practicing these asanas in this yoga journey, we are trying to imitate what others are doing. You are seeing the book Light on Yoga. Okay, Guruji has done this posture this way. Then I also have to do this posture. All other practice explained there, explained not only there, maybe in other places also, in various other books or videos. We don't take everything into account. Instead, we set the target. These 2 years, I'm doing this program. That means I need to do all this posture as per the requirement. Sometimes the teaching also may go wrong. A lot of teachers also doing that mistake by demanding the same thing from the students. We totally forget the destination, got engrossed in the process. So why do we want to do these postures? So we want to know about our body. We want to know what is happening by doing this posture to my body, to my breath, to my mind. And today, what is my condition? Today, what I can do? By doing this, what is happening? What is the way I can move forward? When we do asana, that's what we're supposed to learn. But the whole aim deviated, distracted to some other direction. Instead of learning what we have to do, how we have to practice, after some time, the destination changed. The aim is set to become a teacher. Once you set the aim in that direction, a lot of compromise is done to our own practice. What could be the effect of it? Obviously, we are not learning about ourselves first. Second, it brings certain aggression and leading to injuries. Once you become a teacher, once you are able to get the students, the aim is further deviated. Then the target is set to know more, to do more, to get new techniques, to satisfy the students. If you are working in studio somewhere else, to satisfy the business owners, then this whole yoga practice becomes a joke. Maybe not joke for you, but joke for others who knows what is yoga practice is all about. The more we do yoga practice, we should feel very light, not just physically. Actually, it's more mentally. Less stress, more understanding, less competitive, more accommodative. Being more inclusive, less exclusive. The natural joy, the joy which is there all the time without any conditions. It should increase, it should happening all the time. That should be the result of yoga practice. So good that you are able to look into yourself and the first priority definitely to take care of your body. But be careful. In the name of carrying the body, the mind can take you somewhere else also. Then the mind will say, no, now I need to know about anatomy. And I need to know everything. And I want to help others to fix their body. I want to share this knowledge with others. Of course, you have to know about how it works, what is the conditions, how we can understand the structure, anatomical structure, and the postural movement. But you need to know how much you need to give time for that, how much more you have to give time for yourself. Healing the body is one requirement. Understanding the mind, empowering the mind, managing the mind is the main requirement. So whatever you want to study, see that it helps in that direction. And definitely give priority to fix the injuries. If necessary to teach less or even not necessary to teach, if your circumstances can allow, please go ahead. And when you set the direction in that way, things will fall in place, things will happen on its own. So don't forget to enjoy the journey. Okay, let me go to the next question. When I do pranayama and meditation this week, concentrate the space between the eyebrows. But my space here is quite slow feeling. Although I have used many ways like touching by the finger, pressing, and still cannot find out the awareness. I want to know what is the experience of concentrating on the space in between the eyebrows. How to cultivate and find out this awareness. Whatever I can explain may not bring the same experience as you experience. It will not bring the same understanding. Suppose if you touch, when you touch, you have this touch sensation. And when you take the hands, fingers out, that touch sensation, if you are able to grasp, connect without touching, that sensation is the starting point. Because it goes through various changes, various modifications. The awareness may not be the same experience all the time. If you keep the palms together and you don't touch the palm, If you are able to sense what's happening between the palms, the space between the palms, if you're able to sense something, we can say that is also the experience of the space between the eyebrows. Now, if you make a movement between the arm, between the hands, you are moving slightly away and close, slightly away, close. If you sense any magnetic movement, that's also part of that experience of awareness. You can even make in a cyclic way, circling way, or sideways movement. You can sense something similar experience. Basically, it is energy movement. That's why it's all called energy centers. Ajna, Sahasrara, Kriya Center, Vishuddhi, Anagata. Is various energy centers, and it is more related with the subtle body, our own energy field. So what we are seeing, feeling, or even through the devices we can identify is very less or very limited, one side or very partial side of our existence. But if you look into the subtle body, within that subtle body, the mind field is one side. Energy field is the other side. So the mind is basically, it's about all the activities of this individual being, not only now, probably whatever the lives gone through. That's why the same mind field have many layers. What we see is only some partial layer, but we have various layers. Same way, this energy field is functioning in various ways as part of our existence. So what we are doing through pranayama, we want to reach out that. We want to see what is exactly happening. We want to realize. We want to bring certain balance so that the effect of it not only helping the physical body as well as the mind. How we can do that? We can do it by doing nothing. The requirement is very simple, very, very simple. In worldly activities, want to do anything, there are a lot of do's and don'ts, a lot of demands, a lot of requirements. But for this inward journey, the requirement is just to be there, just to be yourself. So you don't try hard. Don't expect this should happen, that should happen. Even don't expect, as I was saying about this magnetic movement, this energy movement, don't even look into that. The more you try hard, the more your ego is overpowering the energy movement. Your self is dominating, your individual being is dominating. So the energy is always running away. It's not bringing into, not coming into surface. So you make a point that you feel, you don't feel. Sitting regularly, 20 minutes morning, 20 minutes evening. Exclusively only for this. Focusing, bringing the tip of the finger. Touch the space between the eyebrows through the tip of the finger. Aware the touch sensation. Then bring the hand down. Stay with the touch sensation. After a while, if it is disappearing, let it be. But keep the attention in the same space. What else you can do? You can, after 10 minutes, if you don't feel anything, again, take the fingers, index finger, touch there, bring down. But don't do every 2-3 minutes once. In fact, even like you do once, good enough. As it has to happen naturally. Second, the same thing, index finger you can touch, slightly move away and make a few circles. Make few circles using the finger, aware of the sensation happening there, then bring down. Also, this is because if you are very desperate, even I can say it is not also necessary. Why? Because it is not just based on the technique. It is based on how you see yourself, how your mind overall functions. Can you get into that calmness, that quietude condition? In that 20 minutes, can you sit quietly without any body movement? without any anxiety, without any fast movements of the mind. Occasionally, if the thoughts occurring, it is okay, but if the thoughts are constantly happening, then it is not about the technique. It is about the interruption of your ego, interruption of your being, interruption of your strong will. So that's where you need to give attention. Then look into those thoughts. Is it about emotions? Is it about desires? Is it about past memories? Address that. Can you let go that? Can you don't involve so much holding on all the while? Then when that mind disappears, when you are able to stay in that calmness and the mind is focusing into that one space, the energy movement wakes up happening on its own. Why? The structure is like that. When the ego disappears, that what is the ego is keep on pressing down, holding back, is automatically coming up. And that is what the whole meditation is all about. When we say dharana, we say dhyana, we are giving a job to the mind to focus on one thing, not many things, on one thing continuously. It is not the mind is disappearing at the beginning. That's why the thoughts are keep coming and going. Even the thoughts keep coming and going. In between, the mind needs something to hold on. So we are giving a job, focusing on one thing continuously. It may be sensation here. It may be breath. It may be the sensation of different parts of the body. It may be a mantra. It may be visualization. Anything. But the mind needs to focus on one thing without any interruption. What happens after that? It is not I decide or you decide. When that continuous focus is happening, according to the individual conditions, individual system, the energy flow happens on its own. And you are able to see more than what you experienced until that time. And it is not limited. Okay, today I experienced this, tomorrow it is going to be the same. No. It will be various ways, various times. And that's where we are very clearly understanding. The mind is able to see clearly that all the while We are thinking, I am doing that, I am doing this, I achieve this, I don't achieve this. But the reality is, we have only one choice, which is just to see things, just to observe things. Even here, when we get into this yoga practice, meditation practice, if we set a target, I need to achieve this, I need to achieve that, that itself will be a huge obstacle. There's not much difference. I want to become a rich person, so I do many things. And here, I want to reach this point in yoga practice, then I have to do many things, constantly trying to do this and that. Fundamentally the same. That's why if you see this whole Ashtanga Yoga has given many techniques for Yama Niyama, what you have to do, Asana, what you have to do, Pranayama, what you have to do. And afterwards, you can see it is not about doing various things. It's not about techniques. These preparation, already whatever you have done, along with that preparation for the mind, then this dharana dhyana, it's a natural process. That's where the attention when you are practicing. So you can attempt first by being there, sitting there, be quiet. Happens, it doesn't happen, doesn't matter, just be there. If nothing happens, enjoy the quiet time. The 20 minutes, we are not bothering anybody, so enjoy. Let others also can enjoy. You don't get into different things. So anyway, it is helping to relax. Basically, we haven't really looked into meditation. Certain aspect of whatever we are doing, just we are touching that, but main focus is on pranayama practice. Even this pranayama practice will help to reach out, to get into that quiet state. So keep the practice going. Maybe some other time, if we focus only on meditation, we will try to explore more. Many times group practice help very much. Definitely not only through online, but in person. If you have group of friends, students, those who are interested, if you do that together also, it helps. Especially at the beginning stage. See how it helps. Okay, I don't have any more question today. Okay, so coming days we may not practice detailed bandhas, but try to understand the bandhas and how it is linking with Kumbhaka. I won't suggest that you have to get into that detailed practice now, especially if your lifestyle is not supporting to it. So when you are going into Kumbhaka using the bandhas, you do only if you are completely into this yoga practice. If you have so many other responsibilities, so many other things you have to do in day-to-day life, and if the life goes with a lot of ups and downs, in the sense like, you can't control your sleeping hours, eating hours, practice hours, then it will disturb if you do on and off like that. So that's why I don't go detailed way of practicing into Kumbhaka side. But so far, whatever we have done, even if you are continuing that in your daily life, that itself like good enough to continue this yoga practice going. We'll see that. We'll continue the practice going. See you again. Thank you all. Namaste.